Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. Should my tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly...
If I were you, Master, I'd not leave this unread.
Let's have a look then. Come, I'll lead the way.
It's been a hard day. Gather round. Treat your ears. To a tale by a master storyteller.
These are troubled times, but rest assured, our doors shall remain open and our beds soft. Much obliged.
Goblins, Master!
One cannot be too careful.
These are troubled times, but rest.
We must rest. Though the...
I served one master who had every pawn changed. Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
New day beckons.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
I'm sure there's a very... good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes. We've arrived well enough. Where to next? Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
At Arume fa in Iterond, Etele Eldalia in Lalasta.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to... use cure...
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful. Should we
None strike half so hard as a warrior, nor attempt that... Surely.
Take me as your shield, Arisen. Upon my fighter's pride.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master.
'Twas a fine journey we'd shared. Wherever your travels...
It'll be an honor to serve by your side. I pray my efforts aid your cause. A well-organized pack is my specialty.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but
When I was an archer, I thought myself a master of ranged combat. Laughable, isn't it? Now that I'm a sorcerer, I promise I shan't disappoint you. When it comes to the magical arts, at least. Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Look here. This path seems rather promising.
How extraordinary. It would surely have escaped my eye.
Well done, Arisen. I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
Oh, true to your word, you have come. Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost. So stand here and take your aim at yon targets.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to...
Oh, true to your... Let us begin at once. I should like to observe your form first and foremost.
perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but
The pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
A hidden path? I suppose there will be monsters lurking beyond it.
Pray keep your wits about you. We'd need 'em to go barging in.
Isilrod Fanon.
Vallis Harennon, Hailana
Elelote an osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Angudu telpe.
Seeing your arrows sail overhead shall bolster my morale tenfold.
Ele osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Angudu telpe. Ionar sur fairness. Ilmen. El osto silfa malantha alecano. Mine in fair ave. Whom? Angudu telpe.
'Tis clear we are little welcome here, in spite of our amicable intentions.
The elves are a people worth befriending, if we can but find a way to soften their hearts.
We've found a hidden path. This sort of discovery really lifts the spirits.
Do you mean to proceed? My, you're a bold one.
A worthy accomplishment.
Vallis Harenon, Hailana fe Emine.
Elelot osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Angudu telpe.
Whom lus alfame...
Yavairando, nu.
Kiria Kuluyan.
Dear Alcaliel.
Menel fear linta. Cassian's Archery.
Etela el dalia nunwe el one...
Ilem nun les canalen talia lum.
Nulia Erama, Emine Sabak.
Elelote osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair avehum. Sinde fil areng.
Sono oio luntarma.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide.
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually. This foe will recoil from flame.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Are we leaving already? Bother. I was just getting warmed up. Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost. An unlikely location for a path. Mayhap it leads to a hidden hoard of treasure.
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
Oh, let us begin at once. I should like... You have my gratitude. I learned much from you just now. In fact, I have made a discovery. Unlike those of Elven make, bows crafted by other races are designed for keen aim. Is that not so? But I can see this is no revelation for you. I expect you thought this design common to all bows, yes? Not so for those of Elven make, however. Our bows are crafted to guide not the hand, but the heart. Mayhap you will find the sentiment strange, but such is the perspective of Elven kind. We are taught that arrows loosed with proper form will strike true. As if 'tis all a matter of poise, I admit. I find it rather baffling myself. Perhaps that is why my bowmanship has failed to improve. Yet with this bow, I begin to understand. Let us see if I fare any better now. Huzzah! What a feat! I can hardly believe it. Every last arrow found its mark. Dead center. This marvel is nothing at all like an elven bow. The design allows for ease of aim and steadfast flight of each arrow. To think that I should feel such a difference. Mayhap I am more suited to a bow of foreign make than one of my own people's. 'Tis a strange thought. But how else to explain it? My arrows have not soared so true in all my days. I'd nearly given up on myself. Yet 'twould seem I am not without talent after all. My performance of this bow has divested me of such doubts, but the ingenuity of this design. If only my people would take heed. 'Tis all very well to talk of honing one's form, but why should we not perfect the tool so integral to our customs? I am decided. I shall take this bow back to the arbor. With this as my weapon, I have no doubt I shall pass my trial of archery.
It seems Sir Glyndor's doubts no longer plague him. May his newfound confidence see him through his trial of archery.
I suppose 'tis so.
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Isilrod Fanon?
Sohir of Molis. Kirandone Halana. Alekanonan. Nun follows me.
Nullis Amanda Kill. Vanalin Hiror Soron.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Isilrod Fanon?
And the wind fair no Indiliran and Newman.
Salma Arenfer. Alekano Nanderin. Elalia. Luin. Monelintar. Nullis amanbatil. Nullis amanbatil. Good. Meitenethi melton.
Non morevin.
Salma arin. Alecano nanderi.
Isolod fanum nandawin le karen.
Nunwi ondo, aninke liavani alvikil?
Ilem nun les canalen kalia lom. Then I shall remain by your side.
Nun be oyonda ata.
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day. A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
'Tis in caverns such as these that monsters thrive.
We'd best... Be prepared to make our own light before we proceed.
By your leave. We have yet to explore all the corners of this place. 'Twould be a shame if aught were overlooked.
Quite right. No... Sense doing things by halves.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Tad routing means Jean play.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Tad routing.
Need anything? Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares?
Hasn't anyone got coin to spare?
Fancy a look at my wares? Have a look.
Let's be ready to give the signal.
In the end, 'twas all for naught.
Living's hard.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Look, as long as home.
Got to press on. I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry overmuch.
Some round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by master story.
These are troubled times, but rest assured, our door you know where to find.
This inspires naught but misgivings.
Hail, friend. How fare you? 'Tis not long now ere I am to undertake the trial of archery. I thought it only right to tell you that, as you were the one who gifted me the bow that I'll be using. I was also rather hoping you would consider attending. No one could be worthier of witnessing this milestone in elven archery than you. Ah, but the path to the arbor is not easily found or followed. 'Twould be best I escorted you. There is a log bridge near the ruins where I train. I'll await you on the other side. Come find me when you are ready to make for the sacred arbor, the village of my people.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale end?
You shan't hear me complain about an early repose. A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on? The trial of archery is nigh. If we would bear witness, we must first go to the ruins where Sir Glindor trains. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get kicked, unless the weapon goes to waste.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
It isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
You've come. Shall we be off? Follow me, and pray take care not to fall behind. One can easily lose their way here.
The sacred arbour will be a sight to behold, I am sure. Let us trust in Sir Glyndor to see us there.
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Fear not. I'll think of something.
El, alla carilm, ilmen elote falomentarin nun fir, nambawe, nandeuin morteren ecialis, nun fir ananduine, fanamone matiene lismelto.
Isilrod vane nun lia casinque erenon.
Alla carilm, fionoaro osto uren.
Oh, but this one comprehends Elvish. Impressive. I suppose I needn't summarize my conversation with Luamir just now then, if your companion interpreted for you. Now, come. The place the trial should be held is just up ahead. The trial of archery shall be held here. I bid you wait just a moment while I prepare my entry. But I've just noticed. Where are all the custodians? They ne'er leave their posts. Could it be aught amiss?
Nenwen mor Iwanon. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menel martir fa nun fionor minas vena eralote. Alcarwa fir nun eldaya menelume sur carilm.
No. Darren? I cannot stand idly by while my sister is in peril. My friend, if e'er I've had need to call upon your aid, 'tis now. I beg of you to join me in my sister's rescue. There is no time. I shall mark the location of the ogre's den upon your map. Make haste. Her life hangs in the balance.
Ne a fair more fin in Tarma. A fair pella in Minusvana.
I grant you fire flame. Well.
We've got choppers! Ice attacks will only be to its advantage. We'll have to try something else.
Most impressive, Master. We have some catching up to do. Outstanding.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom.
No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade.
You have my protection.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
You would have us press on without delay? By your will, Arisen.
Little does our foe realise how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
You have my support.
You're here, and not a moment too soon. We must find my sister and save her from the ogre's clutches.
Veninume, mormartir teel adaka kiriandio.
Chantienyee sil arin fil. Nun morivin we al...
Nando infa ekialis, pelinolwende sinde soron, aiele alvekil.
Moriven fender nar itarondo vani. Falis tu liaf wenen...
I believe I know whom we must seek.
Arbahat, preserve me. Tis e'en more nightmarish a sight than I had feared. My father battles the ogre while my sister is clutched in his fist. But there is still hope, if I act quickly. Listen well, friend. I shall strike the beast's arm while my father holds its attention. The moment the ogre relinquishes my sister, I ask that you lead her to safety. I have ne'er attempted to strike a target so distant before. E'en the trial of archery does not demand such a feat. Yet, for the sake of my sister, my arrows must fly true. Frey, keep Darren out of harm's way. We must make our escape, and quickly.
Quickly, Master. We must carry Miss Darren to safety.
A shameful result. Feast your eyes on this!
Let my magic's grant you an elemental boon. Follow me.
Hold a moment. What's this? A way out. Let us make haste. Oh, my heart. There can be no gladder tidings in all the world. Words shall ne'er suffice to express my gratitude, friend. None of this would have been possible if you had not gifted me this bow. You are my sister's savior. I am forever in your debt.
Eteler, lea fermor eldalia eralotte.
Finlenar.
Karilm ilmen arkael. Silfa nambawe nun kalael al kemenindor kanian irils aldekar. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur or. Eteler, lea fermor eldalia eralotte. Lungtena peli telume. Ane martir tindume ingarina fa alme alcarwa. Nenwen mor aiwanon. Artahir kurir. Mor fa Kiriando anmaindor hiroth. Artahir kurir. Vanalin hirosh soron. Sorne an famelto. Kasinke telpe nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon. Anne artaher firnis.
Finlenar. Lungdena we fear osto. My gratitude to you knows no bounds, friend. 'Twas your kindness that altered my plight as much as this bow. Not only are you my sister's savior, but mine as well. By the by, if you are as passionate about mastery of the bow as I am, perhaps you might speak with my father. His experience ought to be of benefit to you.
Kalael alame, Karilm ilmen aidalia anandor, nun lintan. Hero alan hiarmenran, lis fa arnefane. Elorato ala, nun mor artaher. Laicasar an ils findamunt in ciel, nefanamo lis kiriandio mor erlot, iavstir lalastar. Nun falas mir malananon?
My gratitude to you knows no bounds, friend. 'Twas your kind. Not only are you my sister's savior, but by the by.
Very well. I shall return. We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we?
That explains the harmony betwixt us.
Nea fer morfin min karma. A fer pelle in min svana.
Valis Harenon, Hailana fe in Siro.
Elelot osto silfa malantha alecano mine. In fair avehum. Sinde fir areng. Russa falas elelo osto silfa malantha alecano mine. In fair avehum. Sinde fil areng.
Firlintan. Tomen nun
Salma Arenfer. Alecano Nande.
Isilrod Fanan. Fenenun in
Ilmen. Akay arume fa in Iterond. Etele Eldalia nun we. Finantai.
Findamun. Ronde Minotaur.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
Elelot osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fair ave.
We must rest. Though this...
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on? We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen? I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge. We must not let down our guards. You have my admiration. I doubt even my own master has obtained an article so rare. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
One of us has been poisoned! Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. My curative magic so it will dispose. Won't fight back.
Might of my magic, I shatter the heavens! You'll not live to regret this! Catch my arms with a single glance. You can say it outlasts even the dragon in strength.
Clear your mind of such distractions. You must focus on felling the beast. Poison is a nasty. That was great. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Who's there?
Just a little boy, and I'll let you alone.
Down your arms before you hurt yourself.
One of us has been poisoned! I cannot fault your prowess. I can do no less in service to the prince.
Aptly said.
It's too late. I shan't let you get away. I shan't let you get away. I shan't let you get away.
A meagre challenge if I ever saw one. This will be over in moments.
I quite agree.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
These are hardly ideal conditions. All I can think about are my wet boots.
Focus. The skies aren't as clear just because you rumble on them. Tremendous work!
Indeed. 'Twas enough to make one pity our foe.
Poison is a nasty affliction. I shan't allow any further harm.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Then I shall remain by your side. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. Rally! Reinforcements have come to aid our foe. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Rest assured, Master, you'll hear nary an idle word from...
This rain grows more oppressive by the minute. Might we not take shelter?
Take heart. The worst it can do is drench our equipment. Do not despair! I'm coming to your aid!
You'll not live to regret this! We've arrived well enough. Where to next? You shan't hear me complain. Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?